Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam Nordiana Binti Muhammad Nordin. First at all, we would like to thank our lecturer for giving us the opportunity to present our study. Our presentation is entitled IT Governance Framework, Higher Education in Malaysia. This study focuses on the importance of IT governance in higher education institutions, the governance framework commonly adopted in Malaysia, and the challenges faced during implementation. Before we begin our presentation, let's I introduce our group member. My name is FARISHA Binti IMRAN. Next is MEGAT Muhammad ANIQ bin Muhammad FUAD. The third member is Muhammad NASYRAN HAZIQ bin Nordin. And lastly, SITI NADHIRAH Binti JIPRI. Throughout this presentation, each member will explain different sections of the study according to their assigned part. Without further delay, let us begin with the introduction of our topics. For introduction, higher education institutions in Malaysia are currently undergoing rapid digital transformation through the increasing use of e-learning platform, cloud service, student information system, and multiple digital applications. Before discussing about the importance, it's important to understand what is IT governance mean. IT governance refers to the leadership, structure, policy, and decision-making process that ensure information technology support institution goals and deliver value to the organization. In university, IT governance help management align technology investment with strategy objective, manage risk effectively, improve accountability, and optimize the use of IT resources. As university continue to rely heavily on digital technology for teaching, learning, research, and administration, effective IT governance have become a strategy rather than simply an operational requirement. For research objective, the study was conducted based on three main objectives. The first one is to examine the role of IT governance in university. Second, to analyze the framework adopted by Malaysia higher education institution. Finally, to investigate the major challenges that affect the implementation of IT governance practice. Based on the research objective, three research questions were developed. The first question focused on what is the role of IT governance in Malaysia. Second, what are the framework used in Malaysia institution? While the third one is what are the main implementation challenges. For this study, we use document analysis as our research method. Document analysis is a qualitative research method that involves systematically reviewing and interpreting existing documents to obtain relevant information about a research topic. The document analysis may include academic journal, report, governance policy, and institution publication. In this study, document analysis was used to identify the role of IT governance, the framework adopted by university, and the challenges faced in implementation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad NASYRAN HAZIQ and I'm going to present about the first literature review, which is IT governance refer to the leadership, structure and process that ensure IT supports an organization strategy and objective. This means IT governance operate at the top level of an organization, unlike regular IT management which only focus on daily technical tasks such as fixing system or maintaining networks. In other words, IT governance is more about making the right strategic decision that align technology with the overall direction of the institution. Next is IT governance work through three main mechanisms, which is structures, process, and relational mechanism. Structural mechanism set clear rules and responsibility such as steering committees and CIO position so that everyone know who is accountable for IT decision. Process mechanism use established frameworks like ITIL and COBIT to guide strategic planning and decision making in a structured way. Meanwhile, relational mechanism focus on communication and collaboration between IT staff and business units, which is it will help build trust and mutual understanding between both sides. Lastly, it is important to understand that there is no single universal framework that fits every organization. This is because factors like size, country, and sector all influence which governance approach is most suitable for a particular institution. As a result, frameworks that work well in industry like banking cannot simply be copied into a university setting, which is they need to be carefully adapted to fit the unique context of higher education. Next is higher education. Universities are fundamentally different from typical business organization because their mission is centered on producing and sharing knowledge, not generating profits. Because of this difference, governance framework that were originally designed for profit-driven companies cannot be directly applied to academic institutions without some level of adjustment. This means university also operates within a very complex IT landscape, managing many different systems such as learning management system, student portals, and research database, which is all used by a wide range of people including students, faculty, and researchers. This level of complexity means university require a strategic and cohesive approach to IT management rather than relying on routine technical supports to keep system running. In the Malaysian context specifically, institutions vary greatly in terms of size, structure and fundings, which mean a single governance model simply isn't practical for all universities. Medium-sized institutions tend to adopt a more centralized IT approach where decisions are made by one central authority. On the other hand, larger universities with multiple campuses often use a federal structure, where the infrastructure itself is centralized, but the daily operations are decentralized and managed individually across each campus.
Next, I will discuss the challenge in implementing IT governance in universities. The first challenge is low IT governance maturity. Many universities focus more on technical operation than strategic planning, making IT governance less effective. The second challenge is limited human resources. Many IT staff handle multiple responsibilities and often lack training in IT governance. The final challenge is organizational culture and management support. Different departments may have different priorities, making it difficult to implement a unified IT governance system. Strong leadership and sufficient funding are important for successful implementation. I will present the role of IT governance in Malaysian higher education institution. Firstly, IT governance and IT initiative with the university schools and support better decision making. Secondly, it helps manage IT resources such as system, budgets and staff more efficiently. Another important role is protecting sensitive data from cyber threats through effective security policies. In addition, IT governance supports teaching, learning, and administrative processes by improving digital services and communication. Finally, it helps universities to make a better technology investment decision, ensuring IT project support institutional goals and reduce project risk.
Hello, my name is MEGAT Ibn FUAD. Moving on to answer our research question number 2. What framework are used in Malaysia university institutions? First, we got 4 of framework that we use. First is called COBIT, the Control Objective for Information and Related Technology, the framework that leads institutional goals, which enable leadership to evaluate and identify the gaps within the critical area, for example, in the security, management, vendor management, and operational process. COVID as a strategic compass that ensure every IT investment support the university missions and strengthen overall governance maturity. Moving on, we got ITIL. For instance, the Information Technology Infrastructure Library, or ITIL, is the framework that widely used on the day-to-day operation. It can standardize how universities in Malaysia, for example, how they use the academic portals, cloud service, and administrative system. ITIL can ensure and reliable incident like problem management. So when students cannot access from for in their learning portal or staff facing the technical issue, the structure process to resolve them quickly using ITIL. So this can ensure the operational consistency is in high quality for IT governance. Moving on, we got the third framework, which is called ISO I/IEC 38500, which provide the guiding principle for IT governance. This framework can emphasize accountability, responsibility, and ethical IT resource use. This framework can help universities in Malaysia, that help university in Malaysia to create the institutional objective so that it will align and efficiently for them moving forward. So for particularly improving this framework can improve their IT outsourcing so that the governing and strengthening can be see and keep in transparency. The university Malaysian university use this framework to gain the better strategic IT oversight and institutional accountability. Last but not least, we got Mampu guidelines. The they used to know as the Malaysian Administrative Modernization and Management Planning Unit, which is called Mampu, but leading by the public university, lead by Malaysia public sector. So public university also adapt these guidelines. For instance, Mampu can ensure the compliance with national requirements such as strengthen the cybersecurity and information security measure that support secure digital transformation. This helps and essential for meeting the public sector standards while improving the governance quality for public university in Malaysia. In summary, for these 4 framework can consist and can be complementary for one and another so that the IT governance can be ecosystem in Malaysia can help the Malaysian university achieve the digital excellence while maintaining their accountability and security.
The first challenges identified in our finding is uncoordinated decision making between departments. Many faculties tend to purchase their own software or set up their own system without consulting the central IT department first. As a result, this led to duplicate service being deployed across the university, ultimately wasting both time and financial resource that could have been used more efficiently. The second challenge is poor communication between the IT department and other faculties. This issue is especially common in large research universities such as University Malaya, UKM and USM, simply because the size and complexity of this institution make it difficult for central IT to maintain consistent communication with every faculty. Without proper communication, IT systems are often developed without a full understanding of what user actually needed, leading to systems that are underutilized or not fit for the purpose. The third challenge is the low level of awareness regarding IT governance among non-IT stakeholders. Many senior leaders and academics from other fields may not fully understand the important or strategic value of IT governance. This lack of understanding makes it harder to secure the necessary budget, support, and engagement required to implement governance practice effectively. Finally, budget and talent constraints remain one of the most significant obstacles, particularly for smaller universities such as UNIMAP and UMK, because this institution operates under much lower IT budget compared to larger universities like and UTM, which is they often struggle to hire dedicated IT governance specialists. This means their existing IT staff are left overstretched, handling both routine technical tasks and strategic governance responsibility at the same time.
In conclusion, Malaysian universities are actively pursuing comprehensive IT governance by implementing it in integrating information practice. For the adoption of framework like COVID, IT provide guidance for effective IT governance in the higher education. IT governance is crucial for both management and utilization of technology and to support the institutional objective to pursue the information in a better way. The implementation challenges exist, particularly in smaller public universities, such as facing the financial and human resource constraint. Without proper IT governance, university will negatively impact the education quality and the service delivery. By having the effective IT governance, it requires the governance structures that enable sustainable digital innovation while safeguarding the institutional information and data. While in Malaysia University, all of them must act proactively to improve their IT governance, so the practice will be support long-term of institutional objective and create a sustainable IG environment, especially in Malaysia higher education. For recommendation, there are 5 recommendations can be enhanced in integrating the information governance for the higher education in Malaysia. First, they can align IT governance with information governance to ensure that both technology and the information managed within the system are governed together as an integrated approach, while they can develop a national standard policies. For Malaysia, these standardized IT governance policies specifically can be designed for Malaysian higher education institution for them to follow with a proper guidance. Third recommendation is to enhance the digital leadership training by sending the higher up to understand and implement the comprehension training programs for senior management and academic leaders. This can build understanding of IT governance from the leader so that the lower department can understand the importance of this IT governance strategy. The fourth, next one is to promote the active leadership participation. Malaysia University need to encourage their senior leaders to actively participate in governance process and decision making so that the decision making will not be questioned by the person who can understand why IT governance is important in some of the department. Last but not least is to build they can build a sustainable practice. When recommendations are implemented in the practice, this can ensure the development of matured and sustainable IT governance practice that can be enhanced in terms of digital transformation goals.